The Merseyside team is once again racing for the ambition of winning 4 major titles in a single season. Although they haven't achieved that historic feat in previous seasons, this time, Liverpool seems more ready than ever. There's a familiar feeling that every February, the COP finds themselves in the fight for the Grand Quadruple. Gone are the days when the Red Brigade underestimated domestic cup competitions. Now, they are a collective hungry to conquer all. Jurgen Klopp laid the foundation for a completely new era of success. Even if he is no longer leading the team, coach Arne Slot has done his job very well so far, to the point that it would be a huge failure if his players could not win any titles. Even though this is only the first season that the Dutch captain has set foot in the toughest league on the planet, the Premier League, once again, Liverpool are aiming for 4 titles, starting with defending the Carabao Cup crown, the last title Klopp won and likely to be Arne Slot's first. To retain this cup, they will have to overcome Newcastle United in the final, after a dominant 4-0 victory over Tottenham Hotspur in the second leg at Anfield. In fact, this is the best opportunity for Liverpool to complete a perfect season. An unprecedented quadruple in history. Because this is the strongest and most comprehensive squad they have assembled in the 21st century. It is worth noting that before Klopp was appointed in 2015, Liverpool rarely won titles in modern cup competitions. After the miracle in Istanbul to win the Champions League in 2005, the Red Brigade only won 2 more titles in the following decade. The FA Cup in 2006 and the League Cup in 2012. Even when the German strategist arrived on Merseyside, success did not come immediately. Despite reaching the 2018 Champions League final and building a young, enthusiastic squad, questions were still raised about Klopp's ability. Whether he could bring trophies to the trophy room. That seemed completely absurd at the time. But it's even more absurd in retrospect. The 2018-2019 campaign proved pivotal in completely changing that narrative. Liverpool finished the season as European champions. And they also achieved a record-breaking points total in the Premier League for a runner-up, 97 points. Their only defeat was against the team that eventually won the title, Manchester City, and if that result had been reversed, Klopp's army would have won the title unbeaten and reached 100 points. Liverpool first truly came close to achieving the quadruple in the 2021-2022 season. Before that, Klopp had been heavily criticized for not taking domestic cup competitions seriously. However, in typical legendary style, he silenced everyone by winning both domestic cups in the same season. Thomas Tuchel's Chelsea lost to Liverpool in both Wembley finals on penalties. However, Liverpool could not have the same luck in the Premier League and Champions League title races. They once again lost to Man City by just 1 point in the domestic league and lost to Real Madrid in the Champions League final. Klopp's rock and roll style set certain limits in being able to complete the treble, let alone the quadruple, after Klopp announced his plan to resign in January 2024. This seemed to inject a new lease of life into his squad. Despite a long injury list and a dense playing schedule, when a young Liverpool squad, with the core being academy players, defeated Chelsea, then led by Mauricio Pochettino, in the Carabao Cup final, the whole world seemed to believe that the German coach's farewell journey would end with more than one title. But, in the end, Liverpool ran out of steam. Their Premier League title race crumbled, while Atalanta knocked them out of the Europa League. At the same time, the red half of Merseyside did everything they could to erase the memory of the defeat against Manchester United in the FA Cup quarter-finals. Arne Slot's biggest achievement so far is that his Liverpool squad has had a natural transition. No difficult transition period, no time to get used to. He came, got straight to work and is likely to reap success with titles. The differences between the 2023-2024 squad and the current 2024-2025 squad have been analyzed a lot. But it will be a completely different story when we talk about the crucial stage of the season. In theory, Slot's Liverpool have enough tactical flexibility and stability to win at least 1 or 2 titles, let alone the ability to conquer the quadruple. There is a distinct difference in this team, which simply could not exist in Klopp's previous collectives. All 3 midfielders Klopp brought in during his final summer transfer window, including Alexis Mac Allister, Dominic Szoboszlai, and Ryan Gravenberch, have all improved dramatically this season. Each one is a perfect piece of the puzzle. Currently, they have the necessary squad depth in every position on the field. They are also effective in preventing the opponent from deploying the ball quickly. This was an inherent weakness under Jurgen Klopp. Although Liverpool have become more well-rounded as a collective, it is impossible to ignore the huge contributions of Mohamed Salah, a top contender for the Ballon d'Or, who is having the most explosive season of his career. He has added embellishments to an already brilliant season. The Egyptian's fierce determination could make the difference between Liverpool and their direct rivals in the Premier League, such as Arsenal. Between Liverpool and Champions League contenders, such as Barcelona. And between Liverpool and their opponents in domestic cup competitions. No African player has won the Ballon d'Or since 1995. When George Weah was honored. But with his current form, Mohamed Salah could certainly follow in his predecessor's footsteps. Salah has also been mentioned in the debate about the best player in Premier League history, alongside legends like Thierry Henry and Cristiano Ronaldo. Besides, every player in Liverpool's squad understands their role in the attack. Salah consistently creates positive values, such as goals and assists, so that Cody Gakpo, Luis Diaz, or Darwin Núñez can shine around him. That has been and is a great formula for success. Salah's time at Liverpool may be coming to an end. The same could happen to the hero of the Port City, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and captain Virgil van Dijk. The only downside to Liverpool's season so far is that they have yet to extend the contract of any of these three stars. And all three players are free to negotiate with other teams in the summer transfer window. Salah has repeatedly expressed his dissatisfaction with the delay in negotiations, while Van Dijk regularly provides accurate updates. And Alexander-Arnold remains silent on rumors of a move to Real Madrid. However, these stories have not yet negatively affected their performance, except for Alexander-Arnold's forgettable match against Man United in early January, after rumors of Real Madrid appeared. And it seems that there is still a willingness from these pillars, who have grown up together, to leave in a blaze of glory. What about you? Especially Liverpool fans. Do you believe that this collective, under the leadership of Arne Slot, can aim for the grand quadruple? Or is it just a distant dream? And should the Anfield team focus on more certain titles, such as the Premier League or the FA Cup? Leave your comments for Tactical Talk to know. And now, goodbye and see you in the next shows.